Welcome back to another R-TAC and Daughters, and today we're going to talk about my favorite build from 2017. Actually, this would probably be the, I guess it's my second build from parts. No, yeah, it's my second build. Some of the parts were left over from my DPMS Oracle when I transformed it into ice. If you look in that video, you can see what I've done on that one. So first we're going to talk about this. It has an Anderson lower receiver, and it's got some other goodies on it, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So right now we're going to go to the stock. Right here we have the collapsible small M4 stock, 6th position. We do have a QT ring back there for the base plate. It is a Timber Creek. We got a standard A2 handguard there in OD green. We have Timber Creek ambidextrous safety and Timber Creek extended trigger guard there, and we got Timber Creek pins, of course, and we'll show the other side here in a minute. We'll go up top here. We got standard charging handle. We have backup sights in OD green. Our Field Sport scope. It is in blue, green, and red dots. I've used these scopes on lots of my rifle builds, and they work out pretty great. Then we go up to the handguard here, and we got a Magpul OD green OD green handguard assembly. Now I did have the lower set here, this stock here. I do have the A2 grips for it for the front handguard. What it is that they're shorter than the handguard here. The one I got is for carbine length, and this right here is a mid-length gas system. Then we go down here to my Picatinny rail that I got mounted on the bottom, and my handguard or front angled grip. Then we go to the Magpul and Surefire flashlight that I have on it, and then of course my front sight sticking up. The problem is that I can push it down that way. Because of this, I could cut the handguard off, but that would just destroy it and it'd be crazy, just so I can flip it down all the way. So leave it stay up. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. It co-witnesses with my scope. And the reason why I could put it on backwards like I did on the previous sights that I had on there, it just looks funky that way. This is the leftover gas block from the DPMS transformation. Surefire flashlight, we got bright, and then we got strobe, good light. We got our generic A2 bipod here that I use to display now, to help display the weapons. We'll bring it a little closer, and we'll show off the muzzle brake. Same type of muzzle brake that I have on my 6.5 Creedmoor rifle. Got these from a bunch of, there are a whole bunch of them at one of the gun shops here in town, down in Chattanooga, I should say. And they were like $5 a piece. I like the style. They also have this knurl right here. It looks like it will take another a can of some type that would be proprietary to the muzzle brake. So I think there's several out there that I could use, but I'm not getting into the cans at this point in time. The barrel, which we'll have to flip the gun over to the other side here, and we'll talk about this side here before we'll go on to the barrel. Again, you can see Timber Creek standard upper receiver here. It's an Anderson lower. Got our Timber Creek extended magazine release here. That's pretty much on this side of the gun. But the main thing on this gun, and what the title of the video is that this is chambered in 223 Wylde 1 in 8 twist USA. This is a Bear Creek Arsenal barrel. It is the first and only. That's why I don't like using that bipod all the time. It is the first and only there we go. The first and only 223 Wylde chambered barrel that I have. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. This gun shoots great. So it's the main rifle I carry here at the house. In my working rifle. So it goes with me pretty much everywhere where I need to take it. So we're going to talk about the 223 Wylde chambering. I don't have a good cutaway for this. It would be nice, but it is what it is. So we're going to do the ammo comparison here. And we're going to do another video on this for first time gun buyers. So if you're a first time AR owner, we're going to do another video in depth in this. And then so that way the more seasoned gun owners won't have to sit through it. So the 223 Wylde, the idea between it is that this round right here, or the 223 Wylde, this right here is 223. It is Tula ammunition. It's usually the cheap stuff that you can get from most places. As you can see, it'll say 223 Remington. Don't be alarmed if your gun says 5.56 NATO, like this PMC R-TAC ammo here. You see it's like $9 a box. It's 62 grain. It's at 2,920 feet per second. And it says 5.56. Alright, so what is the difference between these two rounds? And this is the R-TAC round, which is M855 round. The difference is that it's the same caliber bullet. The case dimensions are almost identical. And if you have a 5.56 NATO barrel, okay, you can shoot both. Or the 223 Wylde, which we're talking about here, that's a different video. The 223 Wylde will shoot both of these cartridges and the idea is that the chamber is in between the neck diameters here. There's one, the 223 is slightly off, or slightly smaller than the 5.56. So basically, well, but they're identical. Yes, they are to the eye. But the idea between this barrel here and these cartridges is that you can shoot both of these in the same chambered gun as the OD green carbine here is, and get the same amount of accuracy. So that's the whole idea between the 223 Wylde chambering. So if you're new to ARs and you're watching this video, if your AR-15 says 223, then you should not shoot the 5.56 NATO in it. And the reason why is the 5.56 NATO is loaded to the higher pressures, and over time it will cause issues and possibly catastrophic an event to happen. Maybe your barrel pops, or the upper receiver will crack right here or blow up on you. So be careful about that. Now, if you got a gun that's chambered in 5.56 NATO, which I'm going to combine both of these new videos now. If you got one that's chambered in 5.56, meaning that the barrel will say 5.56 NATO on it, you can fire 223 in it and safely. So most of your AR-15 barrels now that you see on the market, almost 99% of them will all be 5.56 NATO. So you can fire both types of ammo out of the same gun, not a problem. The 223 Wylde chambering, like this rifle right here has, and I just remembered, Victoria's rifle is also chambered in 223 Wild. So both of those rifles will be able to shoot the same, or the both ammunitions safely, and will supposed to give you better accuracy versus the 5.56 only caliber when you're shooting 223 out of it. I know it's kind of confusing, so I'll go over this again. Now, if you have a 223 rifle, most likely those will be all your Ruger Mini 14s, and those will be the ones that are chambered like in 223. Some of your very early commercial model AR rifles might be in 223 only. If that's the case, then you should only shoot 223 in those. So, so this is what we're going to do here. Is to let everybody know about the difference between 223 and 5.56. So basically, you just got a crooked picture there. Basically, you got me rambling on right now. So let's get down here to business. The rounds are almost identical. Like I said, the 5.56 is got more of a powder charge in there versus the 223. Both of these rounds, or both of this ammunition, the 5.56 and the 223. This is the 223. That's the 5.56. This is Tula brand, and that's R-TAC. Or PMC right here. R-TAC is the name brand on it. Also, people like to call it green penetrators or SS109s. SS109 is the foreign version of this, but it's the M855 US ammo. Most of the market you'll find surplus wise. You can fire 223, 5.56 out of the 223 Wild, and it's supposed to have a more accurate, the best accuracy for both types of ammo. You can shoot both types of ammo out of your 5.56 barrel. If you have a 223 barrel only, if it's on a Mini 14 or early AR-15, then you can only shoot the 223 in it. So let's go about that one more time. It's safety things. Now, some people will disagree with me that you can shoot the 5.56 in both. Yes, you can. The problem is it could lead to long-term issues with your rifle and may pop. So now, 223, only shoot 223 in it. If you got 223 Wild, then you can shoot both. If you got 5.56 NATO, you can shoot both safely and have a great time. Like I said again, the 223 Wild is supposed to give you the best accuracy because of the case difference, and it's in the neck. Basically, it's thinner on the inside, so they can pack more powder in here versus this. So that's the difference between your 223 Wild chamberings. So if you see a gun that says 223 Wild, that's not a third different cartridge for your AR-15s. So that's the major difference on that. That's what we just want to talk about in this video, which we have. We've talked about Mr. Green here. A fun little build because I had some parts left over and decided to build a new working AR. So this AR here is built for home defense and for me to take to work when necessary. That's why I call it the working AR. It's a fun gun to shoot. Unfortunately, with all the ARs I have, I don't get to put more than a couple hundred rounds through them unless I've owned them for a long time. And like I said, this is a relatively new rifle to my family of AR-15s. So, and a build rifle on top of it. So everything is Anderson on it except the barrel, which is a Bear Creek Arsenal barrel, and the gas block. So everything else is an Anderson. So you can pretty much say this is a Anderson complete rifle. It does have their stainless steel trigger in it, which is, I love their stainless steel trigger. It's great. I may update this later on and take the older Vietnam style back furniture off and replace it with Magpul OD green to make it 100% Magpul furniture, and then take these. I used to have this sit on my Bushmaster carbine. You've seen that video in the past. You can look it up in the AR videos. It's got the black one on, the black set on it now. I may build another gun just for the green set. That's how I roll like that sometimes. At least it gives me an excuse to use my Trump bucks for something else, right? Constructive. So anyway, remember, you can help the channel out by subscribing to the channel. Like our videos and share them. That helps us out the best. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. That way we can make YouTube and their anti-gun policies buy us our first box of ammo. So that's the plan. Don't forget, we do have a 500 giveaway coming up where we're going to give away some PMC stickers and some other goodies with AR-10 upper build pieces. So check that video out. It's called the 500th. So remember, also check us out on Patreon and on Teespree if you want to merchandise. We also got an Instagram page and a Facebook page. Go over there and follow us and like us on Facebook and on Instagram. Let's make sure that all the anti-gun people in the country know that just because you took out Mr. Guns and Gears page on Facebook, that we're like Hydra. If you cut one head off, 10 more take his place. So, you know, there's lots of small gun channels out there. We all need to support each other, and that way, and if you're a new AR owner, welcome to the Second Amendment, and welcome to owning ARs, and hopefully you learn something. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the comment. Keep all comments in the comment section reasonable. Nasty ones will be deleted immediately. I ain't got time to play stupid games. I'm 45-year-old man. I ain't got time to play games. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Follow us. You can get to the links to all of our social media sites at the corner of our title page. At the right bottom corner, you can get to all of our links to our Instagram, our Facebook, and our gun streamer too, because we post videos on gun streamer as well. And we appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you next time.